Today, FC Dallas U-17 18s take on Real Salt Lake, Arizona U-17 18s. In addition to tonight's game, the announcement of the 2014-15 end-of-year awards presented by Chevrolet will be announced at halftime of tonight's game.
Welcome to the second of two featured games brought to you on USsoccer.com, presented by Chevrolet. I am Scott Stewart, and we are here at Grand Park in beautiful Westfield, Indiana, the second of two incredible days for tonight's match between Real Salt Lake, Arizona, and the FC Dallas U-17 18 team. We have our starting lineups.
And now,
and we have made a couple of changes, both teams, and we will get to that directly after the anthem.
Salt Lake, Arizona. Referee for tonight's game is Guido Gonzalez Jr. Assistant referees for tonight's game are Cameron Blanchard, Francisco Bermudez, and fourth official for tonight's game is Brad Jensen. The starting 11 for FC Dallas is Santiago Agudelo, Joel Aviles, Ryan Barlow, Eric Davies, Irvin Dominguez, Charlie Fuhrer, Miguel Ojeda, Philip Ponder, Jose Salas, Martin Salas, and Caleb Young. The starting 11 for Real Salt Lake, Arizona is Danny Acosta, Edgar Duran, Alec Felix, Damian Heyman, Aaron Herrera, Christian Herrera, Jose Hernandez, Eric Holt, Fito Ovalle, Amar Sadic, and Diego Silva. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hat for the singing of our national anthem. Singing tonight's national anthem are Craig and Sandy Wood.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So two very special guests for tonight's national anthem. The owner of the property, Grand Park, that would be Craig Wood and his wife, coming out showing support for U.S. Soccer. U.S. Soccer is committed to developing world-class talent, and with an example of these development academies right here, you are going to see some of that talent right now. Now, quick notes on each side. Real Salt Lake, Arizona, the team you will be seeing in red tonight. They scored over 160 goals over the regular season. That's over 4 a game, taking 103 points in 40 games. Their leading scorer, Damian German, he is live and in the lineup tonight. He has scored 32 goals in 35 appearances, just celebrated his birthday a week ago, and will surely be looking to reward himself with a present of a goal this evening. Real Salt Lake is on an 11-game winning streak that dates back to April 18th, but an 18-game unbeaten streak dating all the way back to February 21st. For FC Dallas, they finished third in the Central Conference Frontier Division behind the Houston Dynamo and the Texas Rush, scoring 69 goals in 28 games, And their leading scorer, Oscar Romero, who grabbed a goal yesterday, is not in tonight's starting lineup. Now, Real Salt Lake won the first match of Group B against the Concord Fire 4-0, but FC Dallas fell to the Chicago Magic PSG 2-1, meaning that if FC Dallas cannot at least beat Real Salt Lake tonight because of the results we had earlier today, Chicago Magic defeating Concord Fire 6-1. FC Dallas needs a win tonight to keep their chances of progression alive. Real Salt Lake can end those hopes right now. And we will have to see. Both teams have made a couple of changes to their starting lineups. But leading the line for Real Salt Lake again is Damian German, and Edgar Duran, another player who deserves special mention because of his goal-scoring record so far. He was subbed off in the 4-0 win over Concord Fire, but he scored against the Fire and has 21 goals on the year. And the sound you are hearing behind me is what appears to be an RSL supporters group showing out live for their Arizona affiliate. You gotta love the spirit. As we await kickoff, FC Dallas in blue and white, RSL is in red. And what a game we have at our disposal this evening. So Caleb Young, as you can see, that is the supporters section we were referencing earlier, came over the hill and out of literally nowhere. But again, you have to love the support as we await kickoff. Caleb Young standing in the center circle. And FC Dallas get the ball rolling. A clearance forwards. Santiago Agudelo has been charged with leading the line tonight. Agudelo was a substitute in their last match, but he is replacing Oscar Romero. Real Salt Lake getting things underway quickly and winning an early throw-in. This is Diego Silva preparing to take it. RSL will have to keep the ball on the ground. There's a lot of wind, just like yesterday in this one. So playing it through the air is going to be riskier than playing it on the ground. And yet we seem to have a match of head tennis early on. This is Silva. Playing it all the way back to Holt, who has to clear forward. Jose Hernandez, he scored 2 in the win over the Concord Fire. Swings in across, and it will be a throw in. So RSL on the attack early in the opening minutes. And they look towards the target man. This is Sedic working on the baseline. Across back, and that's going to go off of Duran and out for a goal kick. And we have yet to see an FC Dallas supporters group come out, but we can't rule it out just yet. As it goes up, and FC Dallas are trying to launch an attack through Jose Salas. They've won a throw-in. Aviles will take. And he is looking all the way down the field. RSL cuts it out. Silva up the line. Ovale, he loses possession.
No matter how tight.
Ball aimed in and launched high towards Agudelo, easily handled by Christian Herrera. Herrera is one of 2 members of RSL that were on the bench for last match and have seen themselves promoted to the starting 11. As they launch a ball forward towards Silva. Silva cut out well by Philip Ponder. Philip Ponder, a regular in this FC Dallas team. He was also part of the U-17 2012 National Championship team. As we see what RSL can do on this attack. Swung over to the right-hand side and now into the box. Looks like they were aiming for Duran, but Alec Felix is in possession. Is that going to stay in play? It will stay in play, and that leaves Eric Holt with a decision here. He makes the right one just in time to find his partner in defense, Danilo Acosta. And Acosta is the other member of this squad that was on the bench and has found his way into the first 11 tonight. As we await the throw-in from Silva, he launches forward, looking for German. German dancing with it. Did he keep it in play? He did not. It is a throw-in to FC Dallas.
I don't really know, man. Either this, I can't, no matter what I set this on, it's still like just as
So what's not working?
this thing.
Alec Felix down on the ground.
And then I'll try and do this. I mean, right now it's working. But,
And this was locked.
A shot comes in, and a quick one from Edgar Duran. He's not shy on goal attempts, and that was a close one.
I mean, obviously, you're back heavy as shit. But I mean, it's smooth.
And hopefully things are a little hotter in this contest now.
Yeah,
they certainly have been so far.
It's tilt lock. So you can't tell.
And the teams continue to play a little bit of head tennis. FC Dallas trying to settle it in midfield. RSL-AZ coming away with it via Ovale. Worked out to the right-hand side. Aaron Herrera with it. Herrera trying to feed Hernandez in the middle, but cut out by FC Dallas. Ovale over the top into the right-hand side. Let's see what FC Dallas can do to defend. A shot comes in, it was deflected, and we have the first corner of the game. As we await the corner from Sedic, they take it short. Hernandez whipping it in towards Erman. Settling it, and a shot comes in from Holt, deflected by the defense and put out. Not yet put out by FC Dallas. They're keeping it alive as a ball is aimed forward towards Agudelo. Instead, it's RSL and Eric Holt with the ball. And trying to keep possession, and doing so fairly well is the center back, Danilo Acosta. Now a ball aimed in towards Duran, easily collected. And they will distribute. So RSL trying to work their way, but FC Dallas comes away with the ball and will sprint up the left-hand side. Agudelo trying to create some space. Instead, it's sent forward towards Caleb Young. Collected by the keeper, Christian Herrera. So both teams taking time to settle into this game. We've played just under 8 minutes.
Folks are saying online they can't hear. Yeah. I'm all static.
Real Salt Lake sprinting forward. Ballin towards Erman. He looks for a free kick and he's not going to get it. FC Dallas play on. This is Miguel Ojeda. Caleb Young with it now. Young back to Ojeda and up in the middle towards Agudelo. RSL squeak out possession, but they give it right back. All the way down on the right-hand side, have FC Dallas won a corner kick through Jose Salas? They have not. So our head official, Guido Gonzalez Jr., awarding a goal kick. Alec Felix with a brief mistake, but does well to regain possession, and he is aiming forward towards Erman, and here comes Erman. Damian Erman cutting it back towards Rudez, and a shot comes in that is high and wide from Jose Hernandez. He's not afraid of taking the shot. As we said, he scored 2 goals in their 4-0 win. FC Dallas fighting for it in the middle. They whip it out to the left-hand side and Miguel Ojeda. Ojeda back into the middle for Irvin Dominguez. Dominguez was a substitute in their 2-1 loss against the Chicago Magic PSG. Martin Salas flying into the challenge, and FC Dallas win a throw. So Joel Aviles looking up towards Caleb Young. Young's header is miscued, but FC Dallas take it. A shot comes in from Irvin Dominguez, easily blocked, and now RSL are on the break. Good 1-2 between Duran and Hernandez. He's looking for Herman, but nothing coming of that. After a little bit of ping ball, it is RSL who settle it. Acosta to Holt as they knock it around the back, looking for space. Holt into the feet of Herman. Damian Herman making a run is Edgar Duran. Duran's shot comes in. A snapshot is saved by Karasinski. Now Charlie Fuhrer has taken the place of Matthew Karasinski for this night, or for this evening's game. RSL still fighting with it on the left-hand side. A flicked ball up and eventually cleared away towards Caleb Young. Can Young keep it in play? He cannot. A throw-in to RSL. Eric Holt, excuse me, looking for the run of Damian Herman. Can he keep it in play? He cannot, but he does prevent the goal kick. Battling for it is Acosta. And Hernandez has won a free kick off the foul by Irvin Dominguez. And let's see who is charged with whipping this one in. Both Sedic and Hernandez are standing over it. Christian Herrera with it. Boots it downfield in the general direction of his striking partnership. Hernandez over to Sedic. Silva with it now. RSL doing well to possess, pass, and move. Into the middle for Duran. Duran turned towards goal. Sedic, he was looking for the 1-2. Sedic does well to keep it in possession, and certainly that is a foul. And Guido Gonzalez Jr. agrees. So a free kick in a dangerous position. And this is Sedic. And a chance comes very close, but nothing doing. As we look at a replay here, the free kick from Sedic. Gets up and over the wall well, but just couldn't get it to dip back down. Ball back in play quickly. And we realize we might be having some technical difficulties with the feed that we are all working on. But the game does not stop. Aaron Herrera to Ovale. Herrera is going to go cross field to Silva. Diego Silva with it now. A corner is won by Real Salt Lake. So just under 17 minutes played in this one, and we are tied with the only real chances of the game coming from the strongest side in Group B, Real Salt Lake. FC Dallas need a win to keep their hopes of progression alive. And here come FC Dallas. Alec Felix shoved in the back. And a free kick for RSL. Back to Eric Holt in defense. RSL working it into the midfield. Slowly but surely, they believe they will break it down. Acosta to Holt, and this is Hernandez. His brace helped secure 3 points against the Concord Fire and a 4-0 win. Silva playing it back and around the defense to Eric Holt. Holt's aiming long towards Herman. Just too long and into the arms of Charlie Fuhrer. Long ball towards Caleb Young. Headed away by Acosta. FC Dallas with a throw-in. Joel Aviles throwing it in towards Young. Headed on by Ryan Barlow. Another throw-in. And now it's FC Dallas penetrating this RSL back line. Joel Aviles again running up to take the throw. Aviles is going to take it into Young, marked tightly by Acosta, and he's able to get it away. Duran's flick is just too light, but RSL have the throw.
That's good, Red, right there. That's good. That's good.
Another pinball in the midfield. And a half chance for FC Dallas cleared away by Eric Holt. Long ball in towards Agudelo. He is offsides. The flag comes immediately. So a free kick for RSL-AZ, just under 20 minutes gone. And the score is 0-0. A reminder that FC Dallas need a win to keep their hopes alive in progressing to the single game knockout stage. Shot comes in from Sedic, and that is high and a little wide. So Charlie Fuhrer to take the goal kick for FC Dallas. The wind has died down ever so slightly. Ovale with it in the midfield, looking right towards Aaron Herrera. Again, RSL passing around the defense. A long ball towards Herman was a little too long, and he wanted it at his feet. Aviles' throw up towards Young. Booted forward by Martin Salas. Agudelo wins the header. This is Ryan Barlow. Barlow out wide to Agudelo. And he has some work to do. Cross comes in, headed away by Holt. And Hernandez on the break. Duran to Sedic. Ovale over to Silva. Silva's going to have a run at the defense, cut out, and no free kick given. FC Dallas winning possession. Caleb Young up the line. Acosta back to Holt, and Real Salt Lake AZ will settle it again. Hernandez is going to chip it forwards towards Duran, but a good defensive header from Philip Ponder to his keeper, Charlie Fuhrer, stifles the threat immediately. RSL with another chance, a good ball from Duran, cut out. And that was probably the closest chance of the game that wasn't a shot. And Salas is fouled there by Ovale. And let's see what the referee has to say about that. This is Jose Salas. As we get a quick look at the replay. Salas just looking to go up line. Ovale, nothing too malicious. Or at least that's what we will run with. Agudelo with it on the left side. Salas in the middle. Martin. Ovale doing well to win possession. Herrera. Back to Ovale. Gets around one and skips past a second. Ovale. Out the back to Acosta. Acosta is lost out. And now it's Salas. Barlow flicks it up towards Caleb Young. Can he keep it in play? He cannot. That one looked pretty close.
Hey, I'm going to need a bottle. I'm on one bar.
Holt playing it in to Felix. Towards Herman. Duran was trying to come away with it, but FC Dallas is composed in defense and keeping them at bay. A botched clearance gives it back to RSL. Silva to take the throw in. Ovale using his hand. And FC Dallas have the free kick. So just under 25 minutes played. Free kick towards Martin, or towards Jose Salas, excuse me. Marshaled out for a throw-in by Danilo Acosta. As Salas fixes his boot. Passes it and gets it back, but cannot keep it in possession. So RSL with the throw now. Silva looking for his options. He goes over the top. And RSL can't keep it in play now. FC Dallas with the throw in. Caleb Young dancing. Passes it and gets it back, but can't keep it in the field of play. So another throw in to RSL in their own half. Alec Felix, a quick 1-2 with Silva. Silva running, avoiding pressure, and he is fouled at the back. And that is Jose Salas on the call, his second of the game. Still no action from the referee. Ovale, a good flick from Hernandez. RSL really working this left-hand side. Silva tries the overhead, but it doesn't come off, and FC Dallas have a throw just inside their own half. Over the top towards Agudelo, headed away by Acosta. And that one almost reached us. Ryan Barlow trying to settle it. He does well, but RSL win the throw-in after the touch from Martin Salas. And I can hear an FC Dallas group in the background, so good to know that both sets are having some support coming out as German fights for it. Forward to Jose Salas, to Barlow, over to Martin Salas. Caleb Young is fouled by Danilo Acosta. So a free kick in a dangerous position for FC Dallas and another scoring opportunity. No goals in this one just yet. We've played almost 28 of 45 minutes in this first half at Grand Park in Westfield, Indiana. Thank you for tuning in to the USsoccer.com feed presented by Chevrolet, as a free kick is whipped in and easily handled by Christian Herrera. Herrera will throw it out to Aaron Herrera. Up to Duran. Into the feet of Hernandez. Hernandez sprinting forward. He finds Felix. Assessing their options. Diego Silva with it. Just on the edge of the box. Lays it off to Felix. He tries to chip it forward, but Charlie Fuhrer will come out and collect. And the attack dissipates. So both sides with a decent set of chances, neither one able to convert just yet. A long ball forward towards Agudelo. Easily handled by Eric Holt. Solid tackle in midfield to win back the ball. Ryan Barlow now. And FC Dallas get it in to the RSL half of the field. Eric Holt with a slight shove onto Agudelo, and FC Dallas have a free kick.
The wind's not too bad.
Again, a reminder, FC Dallas need all 3 points from this one in order to keep their hopes of progression alive. Plenty of time to grab a goal. Easily headed out by Acosta. Headed up by Aviles. Ryan Barlow with it now. Marshaled away by Acosta. And he is going to let that one roll out for an RSL throw. And that is the FC Dallas group making some noise in the background. Sent forward by RSL, Aaron Herrera. One back by FC Dallas before possession is again conceded. Eric Holt with a strong challenge on Barlow. And this ball is flying around. Salas looking forward for Agudelo. A strong challenge from Danilo Acosta. And FC Dallas have a throw-in. This is Jose Salas. Scanning the field, assessing his options. Irvin Dominguez calling for it. He gets his cross in towards Barlow. As Salas tries to settle it, Martin, nothing comes of it, and Herrera collects. So Christian Herrera booting it forward. And a chance here as Edgar Duran gets loose, but his first touch is too big, and it lets him down. FC Dallas clear away. Only as far as an RSL-AZ player. Alex Felix battling for the ball. FC Dallas keeping possession. Up towards Caleb Young. Young turns and looks for Jose Salas on the right-hand side. Salas with some quick feet, but they stay stationary. Worked out to the left-hand side. And a ball whipped in towards Agudelo. Acosta's going to have to deal with it. Agudelo got his head to it, but cannot direct it on goal. And the referee waves that one back. Eric Holt getting it up the field. And FC Dallas win the free kick just inside the RSL-AZ half. RSL-AZ head coach Martin Vasquez not pleased with the call, but we play on. Dominguez trying to break but lost it under his feet. RSL again working possession. Sedic doing well to work his way around. He receives the ball. Playing small and playing tight is the RSL way early on. Curls it around to Alec Felix. Well cut out for a throw-in. So RSL with a throw-in, Aaron Herrera. As Alec Felix jogs off the field to receive some attention. Herrera working it into Herman. Duran settles it, flicking it forward for Hernandez. FC Dallas cut it out just in time. Long ball towards Agudelo was headed away by Diego Silva. Acosta with a nutmeg. The center back looking to get forward. Cut out, but the ball remains with RSL. They go all the way back to Christian Herrera for safety. Herrera under no pressure right now, so he distributes to the right-hand side. Hernandez was fouled, and RSL have a free kick. So just over 30 minutes, 35 minutes gone in this one, which means just under 10 minutes until halftime. Sedic trying to master that one through the defense. Duran settles it and has a shot blocked. That was Philip Ponder on defensive duty. Again, RSL keep possession. Alec Felix back into the game. And Sedic working it down the left-hand side. This is Diego Silva with a good chance, lost his footing, gets up just in time. He finds Herman. He goes down looking for the call, which is never coming from the head referee, Guido Gonzalez. So FC Dallas trying to break through Ojeda. They will settle it now before going forward towards Agudelo, but too easily cut out. And FC Dallas have not been as sharp as RSL have been on the ground and in the air. Seems like the Arizona affiliate is working their passes better so far, but we've not even played a full half yet with plenty of time to go. Here is Herman streaking forward. Will he have a shot? He will. It's low and saved by Fuhrer, and that was a good save, but a golden chance from Damian Herman. Chance still coming. Duran fighting for the ball. Cleared away by Philip Ponder. RSL persistent. And he is offsides. So a quick flag, but here is a second look at Damian Herman's effort that was saved from Charlie Fuhrer. And Fuhrer getting low and doing well to deny the opportunity. Again, Herman, no stranger to goal scoring. Scored against the Concord Fire. Yesterday, he has 32 goals on the year. So ball cleared up and away. Sedic dances around one, and he is clipped. A free kick for RSL. And a yellow card is still in the pocket of our head official, nothing yet, and it is just a talking to. As we get another look at that, Sedic doing well to work his way around the defender before he was clipped. An easy decision. Looking far down the right-hand side for Aaron Herrera, but that one rolls out of play. So just about 5 minutes until halftime. And we are locked at zeros. FC Dallas need the 3 points. RSL would gladly welcome it. But they have 3 points. They are in second in the group right now. The Chicago Magic PSG have 6 points after consecutive wins over FC Dallas and the Concord Fire. So they are top the group. But if RSL-AZ can put on a 2-goal win, they will return to the top of the group on goal difference. Swung in by Salas, headed away by Herrera. Curled around, and a good dummy. Leaves it for Olave. Here comes Olave. Switches field. Sedic, still Sedic. Got around Dominguez and lost himself for a second. A little shoulder from Olave keeps it at the feet of RSL. Edgar Duran to Sedic. A nice flick up and through. He's looking for the free kick. He will not get it. Ojeda up to Barlow, back to Ojeda, and he clears long for Caleb Young. Acosta battling the physicality of Agudelo. RSL winning the throw. Playing it back to Christian Herrera. As time continues to wind down on this first half. Herrera boots it long. Just too long. Caleb Young with it in midfield. Young tried to play it back. Gets it over to Jose Salas, whose chipped effort into the box is cut out by Eric Holt. So again, FC Dallas have worked their way into the RSL half. Chipped forward for Salas. He gets his cross in, but it is far. Ojeda gets his cross in towards Agudelo. Herrera has to come deal with it. And that was as close as FC Dallas have gotten on the day. But Salas with a shot. Gets underneath that one and sends it over the fence. So Martin Salas winning the ball back. Just couldn't get a hold of the shot. And we will be redoing the goal kick because it did not leave the box. So Herrera clearing it up towards Caleb Young. Young through the midfield to Agudelo. Agudelo on the edge of the box. Will he have a shot? He will. It comes low and straight into the gloves of Christian Herrera. So FC Dallas itching and edging closer. As we get a second look at this one, Agudelo able to hold his own, use his strength and get a shot off, but could not place it anywhere around Christian Herrera. And it's easy to understand why Herrera is not a small goalkeeper by any means. And we will be redoing the free kick now, FC Dallas. Aviles booting it forward. Again, the target is Caleb Young. Ryan Barlow trying to settle it. Alec Felix doing an extraordinary job to win the ball there. Eric Davies to Caleb Young. Davies stays in the attack. Barlow loses it momentarily, but gets it back just in time to keep the attack alive. Ojeda's cross in towards Agudelo is cut out by Acosta. So now it's Real Salt Lake's turn as we approach stoppage time in the first half. Ball booted forward, but to the feet of Olave, as we have 1 minute of added time in this half. Martin Salas playing it back to Aviles. Booted forward for Agudelo. He wins the first header. He has to keep it alive and in his own zone. He cannot win the throw, and RSL have the chance. So a ball thrown forward towards Herman. He thought he was fouled. Referee disagrees, and we play on. Headed ball towards Ryan Barlow. What will he do with it? Lays it off for Ojeda before it's cut out. Aaron Herrera trying to win possession. And that is the end of the first half. So it is scoreless, and that may come as a surprise, as both of these teams have put in a fair share of goals on both ends. Damian Herman and Edgar Duran, the strike partnership for RSL-AZ, held scoreless, as was Agudelo for FC Dallas. Keep it locked on USsoccer.com. This is the U.S. Soccer Development Academy and Playoffs, brought to you by Chevrolet. U.S. Soccer, developing world-class talent.
That's what this meant. Yeah. So are you good, or you still need it?
No, I am good. No, well, I need Dave to talk a little bit now, but I am.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave, because he's the one who's telling me that.
What do you say? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The U.S. soccer staff has identified players that have shown a commitment to all areas of the game and have performed at an elite level consistently throughout the 2014-15 season. These players represent the best of an academy program of more than 4,000 elite players. In addition, we honor the commitment of our academy coaches and clubs who provide everyday environments that are focused on individual player development.
You got an assistant already. What do you need me for?
Congratulations to the following 2014-15 U.S. Soccer Development Academy Conference starting 11. Named to the Eastern Conference U15-16 starting 11. Trey Miller, Daniel Jones, Jordi Avila, Mason Deeds, Jonathan Rosales, Chris Durkin, Raul Aguilera, Jose Carranza, Patrick Okonkwo, Colby Agu, Brian Saramago, Named to the Central Conference U15-16 starting 11. Ben Hale, Aiden Stanley, Reggie Cannon, Gabe Cash, Matthew Constante, Weston McKenney, Sunil Viracon, Jordy Milovic, Devin Vega, Daniel Wright, Dwight Williams Jr. Named to the Western Conference U15-16 starting 11. Pierce Ashworth, Angel Farias, Aves McKay, Vernon Fernandez, Danielle Villegas, Mark Joshua, Oscar Penate, Terrell Lowe, Ethan Zubak, Simon LeCresner, Wilson Harris. Named to the Eastern Conference U17-18 starting 11. Mason Stagihar, Kyle Duncan, Nicholas Hins, Andrew Lombard, DJ Mason, Zach Haribo, James Murphy, Jorge Calix, Juan Sanchez, McKinley Curran, Lucas Mendez. Named to the Central Conference U17-18 starting 11. Marcel Da Silva, Akeem Ward, Mauricio Pineda, Jeremy Colvin, Jeremiah Gutjar, Cameron Lindley, Jackson Ewell, Christian Lucatero, Brandon Gull, Nash Popovich, Emmanuel Sabi. Named to the Western Conference U17-18 starting 11. JT Marcinkowski, Danny Acosta, Diego Silva, David Burns, Michael Lopez, Amir Bashti, Jose Hernandez, Adrian Vera, Victor Mansoure, Ray Ortiz, and Spencer Held. The Team Awards Player of the Year and Coach of the Year recipients will be named during the live stream of the Academy Championships in Carson, California on July 18th.
And it was one of those where you have to just kind of turn and generally let it play out. It either plays back in or sometimes plays across. But this, and there wasn't a guy open really at the corner. It would have been a bit of a futile ball. It would have been with an attacker and a defender, you know, directly 45 degrees into the corner. I don't know why you would play it one touch there, but it was a strange decision on the attack. So. The other one, he had.
How about the ARs? How they doing?
This guy's doing really good on this one. He's had a couple of decisions.
No, even that one where 5 people, I think he's on the call and that 5 had won, but he hadn't helped out on the foul call. Most of all the players were on that's clustered on that side right in front of where all
What about possession?
also like
Is it equal?
Yeah. Yeah, in my opinion. How about you? It actually.
Dallas is kicking it long ball out a lot. RSL-AZ is playing it from that side, trying to knock it forward to their two forwards, and then to above the 18, and then start to play through and in. But there haven't even been like outside shots.
You want to stay here? You want to go find a
I was just going to ask. Maybe because we're behind this camera. What's at the other end? Have you been over there?
I thought about going down to the goal line. That way you can at least see everything.
Well, maybe let's look and see what's on the other side of the technical area.
Do you mind if I tag along?
So the teams are back out for the second half, and it does not appear as if either one have made any immediate substitutions. So the same starting 11 that you saw in the first half, you will see in the second half. Happy to be bringing you this game, the second of our two featured games. Yesterday we had the Players Development Academy U-15-16 team against Georgia United. Georgia United were 3-1 winners in that one. Today's match is Group B of the U-17s, 18s, FC Dallas against RSL-AZ. I am Scott Stewart, and you are listening to the USsoccer.com Development Academy playoffs presented by Chevrolet. U.S. Soccer, developing world-class talent. As we await the whistle for the second half. RSL set to kick things off. Damian Herman and Edgar Duran in the center of midfield. So 45 minutes to play. FC Dallas need 3 points to keep their hopes of progressing alive. And RSL-AZ, although they would welcome the 3 points, a draw would keep them into the next round. So we get going quickly. Sedic playing a ball down the left-hand side to Silva. Silva to Alec Felix. Felix into midfield, back to Sedic. A beautiful chip ball towards Edgar Duran. Keeper comes, Duran tries to lift it over and just cannot get the finish. So the second half starts and a chance immediately for RSL-AZ. Ball into midfield, header won by Alex Felix, but sent out of play. FC Dallas with a throw. Miguel Ojeda, forward. To Santiago Agudelo. Caleb Young fighting for it now. RSL trying to squeak their way out. Ryan Barlow into the box. And Danilo Acosta away. So RSL with a throw-in. As we start this second half. Up towards German. Felix trying to win it. But Ryan Barlow comes away with it for FC Dallas. Caleb Young on the left-hand side. And they are going to play this one out as Alec Felix is down. And he will receive some attention from the medical staff. Hopefully just a cramp for Felix.
You say you think what?
So score is tied 0-0. Real Salt Lake with an early chance in the second half. A chip ball into Edgar Duran. He tried to chip Charlie Fuhrer, the FC Dallas keeper, but nothing could come of it. And we are stuck at zeros. Alec Felix is up and walking off the field under his own power. Good to see. And better for the viewers as we will get this back underway. Felix re-enters the field of play, and FC Dallas will receive the ball back. So Philip Ponder over to Davies. Miguel Ojeda looking for the run of Ryan Barlow. Good turn by Barlow. Gets around Eric Holt, being held back. Barlow into the center, Santiago, and that's a goal. Incredible goal from Santiago Agudelo. FC Dallas get what they were looking for. Some excellent work from Ryan Barlow on the turn to get around Eric Holt. A simple fed pass into the feet of Santiago Agudelo, who had to turn and finish past Christian Herrera. Took the goal very well. As we get another look at this one, Barlow, a simple pass into Agudelo, who did the rest to get past Silva and fire his shot past the keeper. So FC Dallas, who need the 3 points, have gotten the goal that could help them secure it. Although it is early in this second half, just under 50 minutes played in this one.
Goal scored by FC Dallas, number 30, Santiago Agudelo, in the 49th minute.
And now RSL on the attack. A botched clearance. The referee will wave handball, and RSL could have very easily put that one away. But it appears as if it hit the hand of Damien Herman. So ball headed forward for RSL to deal with, and they have a throw. Down the line to Sedic. Booted forward by Herrera. Cut out by Davies. FC Dallas with some confidence now before Danilo Acosta carries it away. This is the center back marauding forward. And a clearance from FC Dallas up towards Agudelo. No flag came, but Christian Herrera deals with it. And a foul on Olave by FC Dallas. A free kick inside the Dallas home half. The U.S. Soccer Development Academy Playoffs and Showcase presented by Chevrolet here at Grand Park in Westfield, Indiana. Chips ball to Sedic. And now he has work to do. Over to Herrera. Aaron Herrera gets around one, and he'll win his team a corner. And it looks like Amar Sedic will be taking this one. Corner cleared away. Santiago running away with it. Agudelo, of course, the goal scorer on the day. FC Dallas with the throw in now. And Joel Alvilez running over to take it. Good head on by Agudelo towards Caleb Young. Young waltzing around, but his pass is errant and directly towards RSL, who have another free kick. .53 minutes played in this contest. FC Dallas lead 1-0, a goal by Santiago Agudelo. Dual citizen of Colombia and the United States. USA developing world-class talent. A ball from Jose Hernandez into the feet of Olave, cut out by Philip Ponder, but another chance for RSL-AZ. FC Dallas clearing it away. And now RSL are a little off. We get another look at that pass from Hernandez over towards Olave, who couldn't get a foot on it. And another chance is wasted. Ball thrown forward by Aviles, headed away for another FC Dallas throw. So this result would bring FC Dallas level with RSL on points, but behind them on goal difference. Jose Hernandez coming away with it after some scrappy play in midfield. Going up to Duran. Duran. Silva passes up the run of Silva. Duran goes for it himself. Shot is deflected and into the arms of Charlie Fuhrer. Ball into the midfield. Brought down by Felix towards Eric Holt. And he gets it forward. RSL pushing ahead. Passing it into the midfield. RSL. Small and contained. Olave waltzing past a couple. And he's won a free kick. After careening through the defense there, Olave just clipped. Another opportunity from a free kick for RSL. And they are going to send their biggest into the box. Both Eric Holt and Danilo Acosta preparing themselves for this one. Alec Felix is the lone man marking Santiago Agudelo. Ball swung in towards Holt, knocked down, and a chance comes, and it is an equalizer. An equalizer at the feet of Damian Herman. As some pop confetti comes from the RSL fan section, we have ourselves a tie game. We get another look at the free kick. A ball swung in, aiming towards Eric Holt, who was not able to get a foot on it, but Damian Herman does, and he levels the score. So goals on both sides, one from Santiago Agudelo, the other from Damian Herman, and both in the second half, bringing us back to 1-1 as it stands right now. RSL-AZ progresses with 4 points. FC Dallas, even with 1 point, would have their hopes ended because of the results from the Chicago Magic earlier today. So FC Dallas need to win this. RSL would go clear with 6 points. And FC Dallas would be left with no points. Should RSL win at this stage, it is still theoretically possible due to goal difference. But RSL still has to play the Chicago Magic PSG. FC Dallas have the Concord Fire left on their plate. As FC Dallas is preparing a substitute, Alex Radia will be entering the field of play. Radia has 4 goals on the year. And he enters the game in place of number 4, Ryan Barlow. So even if FC Dallas were to get a point out of this, they would have 1 point, RSL would have 4, and FC Dallas would not only have to beat the Concord Fire, but they would have to rely on the Chicago Magic PSG team to beat RSL. A corner kick is won by Aaron Herrera, and RSL right back on the attack. So Amar Sedic set to take this one. Long from Aaron Herrera. Fired in by Acosta, but cleared away by Miguel Ojeda. Alec Felix with some work to do.
FC Dallas substitution. Number 7 comes on for number 4 in the 57th minute.
Long ball towards Fuhrer. His botched clearance enters the box again, and he's able to handle it, but that could have gone much differently. So FC Dallas settling in midfield as we approach the hour mark. Hernandez. The ball laid towards him, cut out by Philip Ponder.
Yellow card issued in the 59th minute to FC Dallas, number 15.
And if you heard that, that's Jose Salas receiving the yellow card, issued by Guido Gonzalez, our head referee this evening. And RSL have a throw in. Ball aimed towards Agudelo, who wins the header. Caleb Young chasing it down, but Eric Holt gets possession for RSL. And Amar Sedic is one of those players, when you talk about world class, he is well on his way. So smart, has such a high footballing IQ, knowing when to move the ball and where. And another example of a beautiful pass to Aaron Herrera from Sedic. Herrera working it around, loses it out. Caleb Young fighting for it, but he's won a free kick. A ball cleared out towards the corner flag. They've won a corner after Acosta's clearance. And it will be the substitute, Alex Radia, who will take this one. As FC Dallas pile into the box, knowing that a win would do them kind. Radia's ball in towards Agudelo. His header comes up, but Christian Herrera is able to collect. So Alec Felix working it to Sedic, and now the ball all the way to the left-hand side. This is Acosta. All the way back to Christian Herrera. Edgar Duran. Sedic forward to Hernandez. Hernandez still with it at his feet. Looks over and receives it back. Hernandez is going to have a shot blocked by Aviles. Turning is Hernandez. He tried to slip through the run of Diego Silva. RSL keeping possession through Danilo Acosta. 63 minutes played. A tie game at 1 as RSL win a free kick. Goal scored by Santiago Agudelo and Damian Herman. FC Dallas with some work to do. Agudelo chasing this one. Herrera spinning out of trouble. Clearing it forward, but only to the feet of Radia. RSL working it in midfield now. Passing it around, keeping possession, maintaining what they have on the ball, which is a special set of young men. FC Dallas, a similar quality as shown in this game as Sedic tries to play in Silva, and RSL maintaining possession. Sedic tried to feed it through. Cut out by the FC Dallas defense. Miguel Ojeda with it. And Radia is fouled by Felix for a free kick. Taken quickly and aimed towards Agudelo. Sedic's long ball is towards Damian Herman. Herman looking to Edgar Duran. Hernandez, Sedic. RSL moving it gingerly.
He did Star Trek.
Looking down the left-hand side now for Silva. Diego Silva cannot keep it in play, but RSL have won a corner. So Sedic will take this one for RSL. His cross is whipped in, but a little bit short. Left for a one-time from Olave, deflected, and it will bounce out for a throw-in. Aaron Herrera to take it. Alex Radia is dragged back by Aaron Herrera, and now he will receive a yellow card. Philip Ponders long ball towards Agudelo. He keeps it in play, but Christian Herrera lets it bounce back to him and easily collects. Ball sent forward towards Hernandez. spinning away from the challenge of Martin Salas. RSL's throw in towards Alec Felix. Olave feeds it into the middle. Spinning around is Herman, but he loses out, and FC Dallas are on the attack again. Ojeda with a 1-2. RSL winning it back with a smart challenge. Sedic looking for someone to feed, and it's Duran. Passes too far, cut out by Ponder.
Yellow card issued in the 67th minute to Real Salt Lake, Arizona, number 21.
Olave with it in midfield. About 20 minutes to play in this one. Acosta. RSL trying to keep possession and work through the midfield rather than around it, as FC Dallas cuts that one out. And Salas, a smart flick from Rodilla. Salas is through and up, but RSL again win back possession. Caleb Young fouls Danilo Acosta. Alec Felix assessing his options before playing it to Holt. And again, they work through the midfield. And these are some perfect passes coming through this midfield. Not too hard, not too soft, just the right amount to keep it with RSL. And even when FC Dallas are able to clear it, RSL find a way to keep possession and try and work through it again. So some substitutions being prepared on both sides. For RSL, number 2, Tate Schmidt, will enter the game, as well as number 7, and FC Dallas preparing some substitutions of their own. But they will not enter the field of play just yet. So Paul Bin with it now, the substitute coming away with it, before a free kick is whistled. The referee calling it back so Olave can receive some attention. So the medical staff is out. We have played over 70 minutes in this contest. 1-1, the score remains. And FC Dallas's substitutions come to the forefront, waiting for their chance to get into the match. It will be number 12, Oscar Romero, and number 19, Jose Ruiz. As they enter the field of play. So all players enter the pitch again as we get started. Over 15 minutes left in this contest. A tight battle as Diego Silva sprints forwards, finds Edgar Duran. Duran looking for space to turn. He gets that space. Silva goes down. No call from the referee. And now FC Dallas will have some room to break. Jose Ruiz, the substitute. Oscar Romero, the other substitute. He gets into the box. Romero still cut out by Acosta, and crucially so. So RSL with possession and doing well, very well, to cut out possession. Ball towards Paul Bean. But FC Dallas collect. Flicked forward from Romero towards Agudelo. Romero's gonna have a shot and it goes just wide. Fingertip save from Christian Herrera to keep his team in this one. We get a second look at that one, and you can see Romero's shot going just wide of the post. But the chance remains on the corner kick. As we await the delivery from Caleb Young. Swung into the box towards Ponder. He can't keep it in play. And a flicked clearance, and now a break for RSL. This is Damian Herman running with him. Is Tate Schmidt. Played over to Paul Bin. Bin dancing around one. Almost dancing around two before Ponder clears it for a corner kick. We get a second look at this one. Bin waltzing past one and trying to get to the byline before a smart challenge from Philip Ponder knocks it out. Ball swung in for RSL towards Aaron Herrera. A foul is called. Towards Sebastian Agudelo.
We have a Real Salt Lake, Arizona substitution. Number 2 comes on for number 8, and number 14 comes on for number 5. We also have
headed down from Ponder. No foul, and FC Dallas have a throw in.
12 comes on for 11 in the 72nd minute.
Ojeda down into the corner. Back to Ojeda. Salas swings it in. Oh, Herrera just let that one slip through the tips of his glove before hanging on. And this is Tate Schmidt now, sprinting down the left-hand side, trying to get around Philip Ponder. Does so well. The cross comes in behind everyone except for Paul Bin, who tries to settle it, but can't get the shot away. Jose Hernandez now. Hernandez still fighting for it. Ojeda goes down under the challenge of Bean, and he will be shown the yellow card. So we get a look at Hernandez trying to spin around and keep possession. Salas doing well to get it to Ojeda, and Bin comes in with the sliding challenge. And that one will leave a mark for the morning.
Yellow card issued in the 78th minute to Real Salt Lake, Arizona, number 7.
Ball booted forward towards Ruiz. FC Dallas keep possession. They would like a goal here. Hernandez spinning away from the challenge of Salas. A throw-in to FC Dallas, or to RSL-AZ after the challenge from Ruiz of FC Dallas.
It looks pretty if I do it with like a ball that I can like
So a free kick for RSL. Jose Hernandez standing over this one. Referee going to have a word with a couple in the box. Before okaying this one. And he swings in a deep free kick, handled by Charlie Fuhrer. Ruiz winning possession, finding Romero. Acosta standing him up and forcing him wide. Romero going down looking for the foul, and instead the handball ends up being a free kick to RSL. And you understand why when players go down, they grab the ball, stop play and everything, but when it works out like that, it ends up just going against your team. Olave back to the feet of Herrera. Clears it out and down the line. RSL struggling to get it out of the back. Tate Schmidt trying to turn. Doing so unsuccessfully, a throw into FC Dallas. 10 minutes to play. Booted forward towards Herman. He can't keep it in. FC Dallas have the throw in.
How's that for clear?
Jose Hernandez. Over to Aaron Herrera, who plays it up the line to Ben. RSL escaping the flying challenges of the FC Dallas players. Acosta flicks it into the box. RSL still with possession, but the flag is up on Diego Silva for offsides. So free kick for FC Dallas. The clock winding down. Agudelo heads on. And Aaron Herrera trying to clear it. He's lucky that one didn't get away. FC Dallas keeping it in the zone. Jose Ruiz
Who'd you say?
with it on the left-hand side, chips in a ball towards Herrera, and he will collect.
How's that?
A sharp 1-2 doesn't come off. And again, FC Dallas with a throw in the RSL half. And now a free kick.
Sorry, I took off an NB filter.
And the ever popular "I believe that we will win" chant coming from the sidelines as FC Dallas gets ahead on that one, but over the net of Christian Herrera. So 1-1 the score. If RSL win, it eliminates FC Dallas. A draw will keep their hopes of progression alive. But should FC Dallas take all 3 points late in this one, it would do them very kindly heading into the third and final game of the group stage. Ball sent forward towards Bean. He'll beat out Ponder. Paul Bean, he will just miss the right-hand side of that one. He did so well on that run, slipped through, and just couldn't produce the finish. We get a second look at this one. What a pass towards Paul Bean, but unfortunately, Bean's effort just goes wide. So Philip Ponder doing just enough to put him off the shot on that one, and that is a crucial miss for FC Dallas. Six minutes to play. 1-1 the score. Santiago Aguadello scoring the goal for FC Dallas. Damian Herman scoring the goal for RSL-AZ. But RSL continued to attack, working it down by the byline. Keeping possession, Damian Herman, and it's a penalty for RSL. A crucial moment goes the way of the Group B favorites. We will get a second look at this one, and the first challenge was questionable, but it appears as if Martin Salas chopped down on Damian Herman, and it is Herman who will step up and take what could be the decisive penalty. So a big moment in this match for RSL's leading goal scorer. And a big moment, perhaps even bigger, for Charlie Fuhrer. Herman slots it down the right-hand side, and RSL's lead is 2-1. So after Santiago Aguadello put his team on the score sheet first in the second half, 2 goals from Damian Herman have given RSL the lead. As we get a second look at this penalty, cool, calm, and collected. Damian Herman, wrong siding the keeper. And RSL lead 2-1. So FC Dallas will throw on Christian Ramirez in hopes of getting a late equalizer. And it is Jose Aviles who makes way. Headed forward from Aguadello, here is Ramirez. RSL trying to hold off FC Dallas, who badly need a goal. Ojeda towards Romero. Still Romero. Turning away, but winning a free kick. So Oscar Romero standing over this one in a free kick in a dangerous position. And it looks as if, going back to that penalty replay, Tate Schmidt could have won an initial penalty before Herman went to ground to ultimately win it. Oscar Romero swings this one over towards Herrera, who gets 2 strong fists to it, and a clearance from Hernandez. So RSL preparing a substitution.
We have an FC Dallas substitution.
And it will be number 12,
Gavino
Carranza,
in the 87th minute.
who will enter the field. And it is Edgar Duran who comes off, who had a productive game.
In the 85th minute.
Ball forward for Diego Silva, and RSL can almost run out the clock. Chip forward towards Herman. Hernandez settling it. He's got Bin on the right-hand side. Hernandez going to take it himself. Still Hernandez. Still Hernandez. And he overruns the ball for an FC Dallas goal kick. So Charlie Fuhrer clearing this one upfield again. FC Dallas need at least a point to keep their hopes of progressing to the knockout stage alive. And RSL won a free kick. Dangerous play from the high boot. Eric Holt firing this one forward towards Tate Schmidt. Schmidt does well to win the header, and RSL still in possession. Diego Silva gets around, and it's a 3rd goal. The left back, Diego Silva, burying the chance and burying this game. 3-1 in the 89th minute as celebrations ensue on the RSL-AZ side. And another look at this one. Tate Schmidt heading it down for Diego Silva. And Silva's played through, and he did the rest himself, slotting it to the right-hand side of Charlie Fuhrer, who will probably not want to see that one again. Silva scoring on the near post. And that is a huge goal for RSL. So with 4 minutes of added time, as fans begin to exit the stands, what an incredible game we have seen this evening, and what a fight from RSL-AZ, coming back from 1-0 down just after halftime to 3-1 up in stoppage time. FC Dallas still fighting, trying to claw their way. A quick goal would give them some semblance of life, and here's Oscar Romero. He curls it just wide. And a valiant effort from Romero. And Chris Herrera being told to play this one quickly. A bit of time wasting from the RSL keeper. He goes high and long towards Bean. Tate Schmidt trying to settle it. He keeps possession. Bean is on sides. He is still on. Paul Bean plays it across, and this time Fuhrer is able to get a glove on it. Helped out by Jose Salas, who deflected what would have been a tap-in. And a 4th goal in as many minutes. And that was a tough challenge and a reaction from the FC Dallas players. And this is not what you want to see as this game dwindles down.
tall guy's just like, nope.
So Jose Hernandez awaiting the decision from the official. And Jose Hernandez shown the yellow card after the scrummage clears. So FC Dallas with a free kick as we edge closer to the 94th and final minute. Philip Ponder gets ahead to it to keep it in play, but a clearance from Diego Silva, one of the goal scorers today. Salas trying to keep it in play, and he is offsides. So FC Dallas eliminated from the possibility of progression with this loss. And RSL and the Chicago Magic PSG, they will progress automatically, both of them sitting on 6 points after 2 games. They will play each other in the final game of the group stage tomorrow. Christian Herrera boots it up forward. FC Dallas with a throw and getting it back underway quickly. If a goal is going to come, it needs to come quickly for FC Dallas. Romero down towards the byline. A good challenge, and that is the end of this one. So late goals from Damian Herman, the penalty, and Diego Silva clinch this one for RSL and clinch progression for RSL-AZ. FC Dallas is eliminated with the loss. They will still play Concord tomorrow, and a tough game ends with a proper result. So Damian Herman able to grab 2 goals on the day, Diego Silva grabbing the 3rd, and Santiago Aguadello grabbing that one. So that is it for U.S. Soccer's broadcast of the Development Academy playoffs. Thank you very much for tuning in to the 2 featured games. The winner of these groups will head to the knockout stage single game before eventually advancing to championship week. The championship games are on July 18. For Scott Stewart, everyone who's been a part of this broadcast, we thank you very much for tuning in. Take care and have a good night.